Hi, folks. Uh, how are you? So, welcome to the next session of Hit Their Wedding Life. As you all are aware, this is the wedding season and there's a lot of planning that is going on. Apart from that, what is also happening is that there's a lot of stress around, how do we plan our honeymoons? And honeymoons are something that, people who are getting married are really, really interested in because, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity and once in a lifetime holiday for them. So, how do you plan for your, honeymoon during this pandemic? For that, we have got travel expert Kajal Khanna from Travel Engineers. She will share with us, what are the options, the do's, the don'ts about honeymoon planning amidst the pandemic. So let me see, let me get her on. Uh, she should be joining us any minute. Hi, Kajal.
Hi, Sarath. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well.
So,
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
our pleasure. So, folks, Kajal is with us. Now, Kajal, a lot of our customers, a lot of our viewers are very keen on knowing how should they go about planning for their honeymoon. So,
Absolutely. It's
because
one of
of the
the,
pandemic, yeah.
yeah,
So
it's one,
why
yeah,
don't you start with what is the travel scene right now, and then we'll take them through the whole process.
absolutely. So, see, travel obviously goes without saying is the most integral part of any human being's life. That's one thing that you pretty much look forward to every year on year. You only want to try newer experiences and stuff. Yes, the pandemic has absolutely changed the dynamics of the entire travel as a whole. And with international borders shutting down, there are obviously very limited options now people have as far as travel is concerned. So, with the shrunk options, the only good part is that the domestic options are still open. You can still discover incredible India. There are a variety of experiences that the country has to offer, and specifically for the honeymooners, I know this is the time when they want to look forward to that one holiday of their lifetime. But um, while obviously there are restrictions internationally, they can always explore a lot of other stuff which India has to offer and probably save their international trip for later on. And for all you know, they'll be so excited with their experience within India, they might just feel like that it could have been this, nothing could be better than that.
Yeah, under the circumstances, that's very true. So,
Yeah.
what would be your recommendations for the couples who are planning their honeymoon in the coming months?
So let's start with the destinations first. There are so many options. Something starting right from your city itself, you can just drive down to gorgeous destinations. For example, if you're in Delhi, you can drive down to Himachal, Uttarakhand. You can enjoy the heritage vibe of Rajasthan. There is so much that the country has to offer. Similarly, down south, there is Kurg. There's beautiful tea estates of Kurg. There is Mysore. In west, there is Alibag, Lonavala, and I mean for a longer drive, one can even go to Goa from Maharashtra, from Mumbai. Um, Besides that, if you, I mean, these options work out very well for couples who want to take a road trip. They're a little wary of taking a flight. What happens in this road trip is that you'll end up spending a lot of time with each other as a couple. You manage to follow your own safety measures, so you're rest assured that there is no stone left unturned as far as the safety is concerned. And plus, obviously, you get to enjoy the destination as well. I mean, if you're open to a shorter flight, then obviously iconic destinations like Goa and Kerala and all of these options are always open for you. So destination wise, yes, right now road trips is what a lot of people are preferring at this point of time because it's the most comfortable option that they have. And whichever part of the country that you're in the drivable distance, there are a whole lot of amazing places that you can visit.
Very true. I mean, drivable distance is not only comfortable, but it is also probably a lot more safer.
Absolutely.
But that's where the destinations are concerned. What about the accommodation?
So accommodation, typically, all these big brands like a Taj or an Oberoi or some of the independent brands also for that matter are following amazing sanitization protocols. So right from the point
Hmm.
of check-in to the staff being in their, mask and their, gloves and, taking utmost precautions at all times. That is managed by a lot of these brands. And what we obviously recommend all our clients also is that before you shortlist any of the destination, you must visit their website. You must see what are the safety protocols that they are following, so that you are even more comfortable and doubly sure about visiting that particular place and staying over there. So I would say that a lot of destinations have all these hotels have some amazing sanitization protocols, specifically brands that are available pan India. So one is obviously you go and stay at these hotels. Parallelly, your other option is that there are a lot of beautiful villas and homestays which are available right now. So this is what happens here is you get like a home away from home kind of an experience over here, and they are very cost effective, so it works out perfect for a long stay. And I wouldn't say that because they're cost effective they do not follow the sanitization protocols, which probably a bigger resort would. They're equally good when it comes to all of that. There are handpicked few which check mark pretty much every particular point when it comes to sanitization. um, what happens with this is that with the couple who are looking for a longer term stay, they can probably spend like the first week as like a honeymoon, so to say, just spending time with each other, going for walks and all of that. But they can also extend it into a work from home kind of an environment. It's just like a new destination, because a lot of corporate couples today who are getting married want to go in for like a longer stay option, so that not only do they get to spend time with each other, but obviously the work also doesn't get affected in any manner. And work from home, right now a lot of people prefer going to different destinations and working from. It's just a change of scene, and it obviously gives the couple a lot of time to spend with each other. So that way, options are ample as far as accommodation is concerned. Very important is to obviously be really sure about the sanitization levels, and that's why we also have our own handpicked hotels and certain independent stays that we recommend to our clients. And additionally, there are some amazing offers that these guys are running. Like, brands like Leela in Udaipur, or, Rosette House in, Rishikesh. They are coming up with beautiful offers where they're sending like a beamer to pick you up from your destination. So you are literally picked up from your from your doorstep. You're driven to the property.
Absolutely.
You stay there.
Yeah.
You enjoy the entire place, and you spend that time together, and then you drop back. So it also takes away the hassle of driving down. A lot of people are just like, why not explore such options? So there's some very innovative offers out there in the market, and there are obviously very handpicked few brands which you can just literally close your eyes and go ahead with and be rest assured about the sanitization levels. So yeah, I mean, accommodation options are also ample, whether you're doing a road trip, whether you're just traveling to another destination, either ways.
So that's wonderful. I mean, great options, I believe. And,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I like the concept of yours that, take a 3 weeks or something in in a homestay. So you could
yeah.
spend your first 1 week as, having fun, whatever that you do in your honeymoon. And the balance 2 weeks or 10 days could be spent in terms of, like working from home. So instead of
Absolutely.
working from your home, work
Absolutely.
from, yeah. So
That's like an
those are very
innovative
good.
way of spending your
Yeah.
honeymoon time together.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what pandemic, the pandemic also leads to a lot of
It
different
has
kinds of things
absolutely
happening.
changed the dynamics. Like I said, the travel
Yeah.
dynamics have totally changed. People don't want to compromise, they still want to travel. It's just about picking the right places, the right destination, the right sanitization protocols, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So that's great. What about international options?
Internationally, see, right now, most of the destinations haven't opened their borders yet. While UK, US, you can travel to, but they have a 14-day compulsive quarantine options where you have to be mandatorily be in your hotel or at a relative's house, whatever, for 14 days. So we don't obviously recommend, because it makes
So
absolutely no sense.
in India, these restrictions don't apply at the moment domestically?
No, no. They do. We'll get to that in the later part of the conversation as to what are the protocols that India is following right now. But as far as international destination is concerned, right now Maldives is open and so is Dubai. And both these destinations, in fact, have really controlled their COVID cases. So hence, they're absolutely safe to travel to. Maldives obviously needs no introduction. It's by far the most aspirational honeymoon destination for any couple. Over there, one island, one resort concept works very well, which is where every resort owns an island to itself. So they have their own safety measures, and obviously there are bigger brands that are present there in Maldives. So the couple can actually pick whichever property that they want to as per their convenience and as per the budget that they have, and you can get to Maldives. Dubai on the other side is more of a metropolitan city. If you want to go for shopping, you want to have a little bit of city vibe, Dubai is the right destination to go to. The only issue with the only thing with Dubai at this point of time is that they have right now literally declared themselves to be absolutely normal. So like you all the attractions are open to the tourist. You can go and explore, and you can indulge in all sorts of experiences over there. However, like with Dubai, you can also plug in experiences like a beach experience at Burj Al Arab is always open for you. You can also plug in like a desert experience over there. So obviously, Dubai has a variety of things to offer. Again, both the places have pretty much big luxury brands that are available there. So you can be rest assured as far as safety and sanitization is concerned. And second of all, both Dubai and Maldives luckily are very short flights from India. So, you don't have the stress of being on a long flight or anything like that. You're in a short flight. The flights are very economical also for that matter to both the destinations. So yes, internationally, these two destinations are open. Hotels are again offering some amazing offers at this point of time that one can explore. And well, yes, like these are the two really good destinations right now open for couples to explore as far as honeymoons is concerned.
Okay, so that's interesting because at least people have an option in terms of international also. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
but what about the protocols at the airports, international, domestic?
Sorry.
What about the protocols that have to be followed at the domestic airport and the international airport for travel?
So, when it comes to domestic, so far they are not asking for any negative COVID test or anything like that at this point of time. Yes, there is thermal screening when you enter the airport, right from the point of boarding till you arrive at your destination. You are expected to be in your mask and your face shield. So, those are the protocols that they're following as far as domestic is concerned. However, international works a little differently. Prior to boarding your flight for any international destination, you're required to get a negative PCR test 72 hours prior to your boarding from a recognized ICMR lab. So that basically enables you to board the flight. And however, even if you have that negative report and you're showing any symptoms, they can still they can still reboard you from the aircraft.
Okay.
The probability of which is very, very low, hopefully. We've not had any such cases so far.
So don't sneeze,
And
don't cough.
yeah, don't sneeze and cough. And additionally, so that's pretty much what happens when you're leaving from India. But when you arrive at a different destination, say for example, when you arrive in Dubai, the government at the airport is giving you a free COVID test, which is a mandatory COVID test that you need to take. And the report for this is generated within 24 hours. So once you've given your sample, you get to your hotel, you wait until your report is given to you. And once the report is sent back, is when you can move out freely, easily with a negative COVID report. So that's what happens with Dubai. However, with Maldives, like I said, every resort has its own island. They have their own protocols. They charge differently. So Maldives is obviously each resort has its own test that you have to take. And then obviously you can take off for your vacation over there. This is all from departure from India, but when you arriving back to India, so the government has an Air Suvidha website, which is where you need to fill a mandatory form, which is informing the government about your arrival. And besides that, there is an additional option where you could fill in an exemption form. So basically, when you arrive into India, you're expected to have a 7-day institutional quarantine and 7-day home quarantine. So you can be exempted from that if you take a test from the destination that you're leaving 72 hours prior to getting onto the flight, and you need to get the report, you need to get the exemption form filled online. So when you do that, then you're exempted and you're straight allowed to, leave the airport and come back. So that's pretty much what it is when it comes to the protocols that you need to follow as far as airports are concerned.
So a lot of people are going to get married, in December, January, February. So
Yeah.
hopefully then some more international destinations are going to be opening up.
Yes,
Any?
hopefully. I mean, while there is no clear indication, like I said, they can you can also. Thailand is expected to open soon. We are expecting Sri Lanka to open very soon. Scandinavian countries might just open soon. So we need to just basically keep our fingers crossed and hope more and more destinations open as soon as possible. And Gaura
So
over here is saying they just don't follow up in India. They're very casual. Yeah, well, they are pretty casual, but our recent experience with our client has been, as far as arriving back into India is concerned, that the exemption form really helps. Otherwise, literally when you're coming out of the airport, there are like two different teams which are standing there. One are people who are exempted, the other set of people who are not exempted. So the one who are not exempted are really put through a lot of stress of waiting for longer hours and until they're
yeah.
cleared off. However, the ones who are exempted are the ones who come out quickly. So I would always recommend, and that's what we recommend to all our clients, in fact, who've been traveling in the recent past to either Maldives or to Dubai, to ensure that they fill in the consent form and they get the exemption form in place to just have a very comfortable and easy check-in arrival back.
Hmm. So that's wonderful. I mean, that's been very informative. I hope our viewers, our customers would get more confident, and it'll make their planning a
Absolutely.
little more easy.
See, it all
So
boils down to taking precautions, managing
yeah,
your own safety measures. Yes, honeymoon is one time of your lifetime which you just don't want to compromise on.
yeah,
The idea at the end of the day is for the two of you to spend time with each other. So destination are variety of destinations, pandemic, no pandemic, are open to you. You just have to, just manage and adapt to
choose.
whatever options are open
Yeah,
for you at this point of time.
yeah.
And I personally believe at this point of time, compared to a couple of months back, there are still a whole lot of options that are open. For a couple of months back, even none of these options were also open. So
Mm.
that way, I think, yes, the couples should be feeling comfortable at this point of time in planning their honeymoon, and be rest assured that they'll be taken care of as far as the destination is
So,
concerned.
yeah, so drivable distance, that is it.
Drivable
Taking
distance,
care, check out with the, the hotels or the sticky, the wherever,
homestays, and with our
homestays, etc. Check them out, call them up, ask them what are the precautions that they're taking, what are the things that they're doing, and airport protocols you have already described, international also you have already given.
yeah,
So, it's very good. I mean, at least, people will be more confident in terms of being able to decide what to do and what not to do. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
thanks a lot, folks, for joining us, and I appreciate your joining us on this show. And looking forward, we are going to be coming up with another one very soon,
Great.
uh, and we'll have some more interesting people to come and talk to you about, what are the issues and concerns, and how you can plan your wedding or your wedding related issues even better. So, thank you, and all the
Thank
best. Be
you.
safe.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.